We even have a university here in the middle of our tiny little town. Take you right toward the center of town. You can see all the red roofs gathered up together. That is the University of Hawaii Hilo. And I imagine if you're a budding geologist, that's got to be a pretty good place to go to school. This island is the most geologically active place on the entire planet. There's got to be some good hands-on learning over there, University of Hawaii Hilo. It's not just volcanic eruptions that keep us so geologically active. We have whatever geological phenomena you want to study. Earthquakes, landslides, erosion. You can even track us as we're moving. We're on the Pacific plate, constantly moving northwest toward Japan. And if you have the right equipment, you can physically see us move. We move about 2 centimeters a year.
What volcanic peak is that at about 10 o'clock?
So the biggest one here, the tallest one I should say, that's Mauna Kea. More toward 9 o'clock, Peggy, out your window, that is Mauna Loa. We're actually on Mauna Loa right now. And as soon as we get north of town, then we'll be on Mauna Kea. It's funny, Mauna Loa is actually the biggest volcano, biggest mountain, period, in the world. It's not the tallest, but it's the biggest. Just that one mountain, Mauna Loa, makes up half the surface area of this island. However, here on this part of the island, Mauna Loa is only just this little thin strip right between Kilauea and Mauna Kea. But you go to the other side of the island, it's almost all Mauna Loa on the other side of the island. Starting to see a bunch of scars from our old sugarcane days. At least where you go north along the coast here, you see all these big open green meadows. Whenever you see a big open meadow like this in the middle of the rainforest, it's always an old sugarcane plantation. But when the sugar barons left town back in the 1990s, they didn't replant all the trees they tore down to grow their sugar. You abandon a sugarcane farm like this, all the grasses are going to come back very rapidly. You get these big open green meadows like this. Interesting, all of a sudden we're running into all these rivers here as we come onto Mauna Kea. There's 4 rivers here in this cove, another 4 rivers in the next cove over there. Took off out of the airport. It's over 30 miles down south to that eruption. Didn't see a single river, not a single waterfall. Now all of a sudden we come north of town here on Mauna Kea. Man, every couple hundred feet we got another river. Has to do with the age of the mountain. Because all the rivers, all the waterfalls, all the fresh water on the island, it's all just rainwater. And it takes a long time for that rain to really be able to organize itself, start carving out the riverbeds. And Kilauea is just too new. It's always erupting. Over 90% of the surface of Kilauea is less than 1,100 years old. Just not enough time to start digging out the riverbeds. This is a much older volcano. Mauna Kea hasn't even erupted in almost 5,000 years. So over 90% of the surface of this mountain is over 10,000 years old. It's finally enough time. Got a nice full circle rainbow here too. Look at that. Lisa Marie, you can see a big river coming all the way down through this rainbow right here. As we get in front of it, take a look just about a quarter mile up. You'll see two really good sized waterfalls, both of them just about 100 feet up. Call these the Onamea Falls.
Can you swim in the falls?
There are waterfalls you can swim in, but you want to make sure you know what you're doing because they can be pretty dangerous sometimes. So don't just choose some and swim in them. This is private property here, so you wouldn't be able to swim in these waterfalls.
The rainbow connection, Kealoha e pio mauai. Nawai e hoka i ku'u i ini, i kau i ka hoku au. He mana o ko'u e nā iho ai, ke ike e uru mai nei. He ka maha o no ke kilolani, iho i.
See some more waterfalls in this next go, Peggy. You see one off to the left just cascading right out of the trees. And then a bigger one in that little inlet. And there's a secret hidden waterfall too. There's actually two of them above the big one there. You've got to get beyond it. We'll look back at it. You got to get just the right angle through the trees above it, and you'll see two waterfalls coming together to make that waterfall in the inlet there. There they are.
Ua pili nā mea pau